Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Fat Guy Fixer Upper. So I'm still using my Galaxy phone until I can get a new one. So I have no idea how long it'll take for me to get a new phone. But today I'm in the basement at the moment. I'm getting ready to pull up the solar power cables that I have, so that way I can rerun them on the roof. And it's going to be an interesting day. So stay tuned and enjoy the show. All right, just open this up. So here's two of the cables I gotta pull out. Here's the other two. Okay, I got a screwdriver. Not sure if this is a screwdriver, but it works. Yeah, I guess what would help if I aim the camera so you can see what I'm doing. Today's the day that Trump initiated the attack on Iran. Our futures are now in turmoil. I need this. Oh, I didn't think about this. Okay, so I gotta put this down so I can put the electrical tape on it. So one moment. All right, electrical tape is on. Let's get it through the hole. All right. Close this up. Well, I have an idea. If you notice, there's water on the ground again. I've been telling my dad about it, that this has been leaking again. My brother comes over and he decides to figure it out. Turns out the hot water line was leaking. So I'm going to try to straighten this out so it doesn't get caught on anything. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm not very good at holding the camera and working at the same time. Alright, so I'm going to head outside, remove the window, pull these cables up, and we'll go from there. Okay guys, so I was getting my tripod set up. You notice anything strange that I noticed right away? There's a cat on the ladder I'm going to use, trying to climb up to the roof. I have no idea why, but anyways. You see here, there's a bunch of junk in the way. My dad was cleaning out the house and basically, tossed it there for me to clean up. So I got to clean up all this stuff right here. Well, I did this right here, the garbage bag. That's my fault. But you got to clean all this up before I can get to the window. So we're going to do that now. So yeah, sorry again. There's no mic for now until I get a phone working. Another one of my phones working. I did last night for my Galaxy 20. Got my 23. I ordered a new charge port. I'm going to see if I'm be able to put it on. It was $9. It's supposed to be here today sometime. So if I'm lucky, and God willing, I can put that part in, and then I can charge the phone up and I can start using my old phone again, or somewhat newer but older phone. So crossing my fingers, hoping for the best, but this is basically going to be a wait and see type deal. So anyways, let me throw this trash away. Oh, just pull out, pull out. That was the question. The answer is yes, it came out without a problem. So, I'm not sure how well you can see. You notice there's my dad had a board attached to this wall, but he took it down for some reason. So I'm gonna have to replace it when I come through and actually build the porch and stuff. But that won't be for a while. But yeah, all this will be cleaned up too. That's gonna be, can't wait till I get it all cleaned up. But patience. Alright, now you're allowed to misbehave. Be my other animals. You gotta be careful. Alright. Watch out, you gotta behave. Alright, come on out. Okay. So I gotta get wood for the house. It's gonna get down to 30 something tonight. You need to stay here, Wagon. There you go. So, I'm supposed to be working on the slip panels. Stop to do the wood, so my dad has wood. That sounds wrong. How much you want? Right, one down. I'll go that way. I'll pick them up later. Alright, so now I'll just pull these up on the porch and we'll go from there. Cardinal, huh? So you're probably wondering, what are you doing now? Well, I know I'm supposed to go up on the roof, pull the cables like I said I was going to, but I figured I should do this because I have a feeling I'm going to need to use the restroom soon. And I don't want to be on the roof when the need to use the restroom occurs. So I'm just going to do this until that, you know, need to use the restroom occurs. So anyways, we're going to get these blocks moved. So let's head on over there. Let's get going. Again, sorry, as far as the camera can zoom out. So at least with this model, I can't back it up anymore because all the stuff right there. So I'll do my best to try to keep everything in the shot. Anyways, let's get the skid down. So that's unloaded. I have an idea. We got all those broken pieces there. It might work. Maybe. I'm gonna give it a try. Stay tuned to find out what I'm about to do. So if you haven't figured it out, these are broken buckets. I'm going to put the broken pieces of concrete blocks in there. And then I'm going to put them over there. In the future, I'm going to try see if I can use these to fill in potholes. Put these down as the base, and then I put dirt over top of it in order to help prevent potholes. But we'll see how it goes. But for now, let's get Okay, so I'm about to finally go up to the roof and work on the solar panels after all this time. I ended up working an additional hour after what I just said. I'll take those buckets of broken blocks over there. I ended up going, you know what? I should just finish picking up the blocks or the broken blocks. That's what I did for like the next hour, finishing cleaning that up. So now, about to go up to the roof, but before I do that, I'm gonna have to move the ladder. But as I was about to move the ladder, I noticed this. If you can see, the camera cable's just hanging down. It's not tucked in like it was. So I'm gonna do this real quick. I don't know how long it's gonna take. Since I only have a selfie stick, I won't be recording it, but I'll show you what it looks like after it's done. And voila, it's tucked away. So, yep, mission accomplished. All right, time to move the ladder. It took a lousy 15 minutes to get this ladder moved because it's so big and bulky. So now we're gonna head on up and work on the roof. Here we go. Roof's collapsing in still. That's what I gotta work on somehow. Oh, I have to be very careful where I walk because, like I said, the roof is not doing well. Well, yep, there's. It looks like it's got like water damage or something on it. Oil? Weird. Some of the cables. I'll have to check each one of them and make sure they're not melted like the other thing was. But as you can see, the cables, I'm going to pull it through, go underneath this solar panel all the way over here. So this ain't going to be no fun thing to do. Where do I begin? That shoe just came off. Oh, my shoe's completely off. Come on, get back on it. I don't need to be walking around barefoot up here. There's a high chance I might shatter this. I'm trying to be careful. So this hose was my cheap conduit. It was like $7 or $8 compared to having to buy the metal, which would have been about $100 just to stop mice from chewing on it. Oh. There's a hole in my glove. I'll use it. It's up here. All right, I gotta pull all the cables. That's the furnace. It's scared the crap out of me for a second. Alright, so now I gotta move over there and pull the rest of this through. Let's take a look over there. So I hooked up 8 to the first one, and then 10 panels on the second one. So it should be the far 8. This is what these wires should be. So why am I only getting 1.2 volts from this thing? Doesn't make sense. Unless there's more damaged cables underneath the solar panels. This is gonna be a nightmare. Behold the Timu multimeter. It's actually not that bad considering I got it for free. Well, it wasn't really free because I bought other stuff. Disregard that. Okay. Overload? Alright. So this one's working. Getting 46 volts. It's definitely working. So, weird. What I'm gonna do. My phone's at probably about 25% now because when I looked earlier. I'm gonna try to feed this cable through this pipe. It's what I have up here. Normally I use a snake, but I would have to climb off the roof and into the house and back up and so on and so forth. And I do not feel like doing that. So I'm just going to try to feed this one in for the 8 solar panels that are still hooked up correctly. And the other stuff, I'll probably wait until I have replacement parts to replace the cables that melted. Which I probably should order on Amazon as soon as possible. Actually, I probably should order it today due to the fact that the war just started last night. Or early this morning, I should say. Yeah. Peachy fun. And I'll probably crawl across these just to try to check to make sure that the wires ain't damaged. And then after that, I think I'll have like an hour or two left of light. I'll go up front, cut some more wood or something. So you'll see me in a little bit. All right, so down on the ground finally. Gotta pick some of this stuff up. While I was going through the cables, I found more melted ones. Yeah. You can see how bad this is. If I can find, there we go. So, God saved our lives, prevented the house from burning down. Oh, literally. So, where the heck is it? There it is. Weird how it looks reversed in the phone. Well, anyways, so with that done, I have to order parts to fix that stuff. So with that, I'm gonna go head up front. I think I have 2 hours of light left, and we'll see how much I can get done up front. I think I'm gonna move the camera line, make it straight through the woods right here. You know, I should be cutting the trees, but I'm just tempted to do that. So I think I'm gonna do that. So I'll do that real, see how fast I can get that done, and then work on that batch of trees. So let's go. I have a feeling I'm going to be moving this again and again and again and again until everything's done up here. But I might need a rake. You know what? I probably do need a rake. I'll go with. All right, so I'm going to try the network cables that I have and see if they reach the box. This looks like this might actually work. So, I could probably move it over slightly more underneath these branches, give me even more slack if I needed it. But we'll just go with what I got for now.
knowing if this is actually working for sure. I mean, all the lights are on, they're blinking, so it's most likely working. So I'm just gonna leave it hooked up, hope for the best. I'm gonna take that box down off the tree and stick that where the coupler is, because I don't really have anything to protect the coupler right now. We'll see how it works for now. If it works, then I'll probably leave the line like this, most likely, depending on how things go in the future. But that definitely cuts 50 feet off the line, making the signal stronger and more electricity going through. So I have a limited time left on the phone to record. It's like 59 minutes. For some reason, it's not recording on the SD card. But so I guess what I'll do is I'll put this back together, and then when you see me next, we'll be working on that wood pile. All right. So about the last hour, I've been using this rake to clean up all the limbs and other stuff into a pile, and I've been dumping it in the woods. I also buried part of the cable, so that way you don't have to worry about it getting mowed on. And now it's out of the way. The only part that's really in danger is over there, but since I don't know if it's going to work yet, it's staying that way for now. So I'm going to finish getting this pile of leaves. Then I'm going to try to use the chainsaw to cut these down to the base so I can keep backing the truck up to that pile. So hopefully this will work out. We have an hour and a half at most till the sunlight's gone. So pray for my success. drag this sucker over there. And now with that, I'm done for today. So, yeah, all the crap that went on today. Solar panels, moving the blocks, taking out the stubs, raking out the weeds, and then the truck, the connectors on the truck battery are just shot. They're covered in acid. So I'm constantly having to tinker with them. So I'm going to call it here. And next time I'll probably start working on this. Probably, hopefully. So thanks for tuning in. Remember to like and subscribe. Leave some comments. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. Later.